the big news is starting now. After 7, 8 months of people trying to make out as though Trump's not going to do some of the things he said about pursuing the deep state and cleaning the house to get rid of the rubbish. The first major moves have been made today because they've actually indicted James Comey, the former head of the FBI, the guy who, all the news stories were saying, oh yeah, this guy, he colluded with the Obama administration to spy on the Trump campaign. And of course he denied it. Then he got in trouble because he wrote 8647 in sand on a beach, took a picture of it, put it on his Instagram, got the flack because clearly that means, that's a coded message, that's like a police message, and he's the top cop in the country, supposedly doesn't know that it means kill 47, sort of thing, as a subliminal message. But he's now been indicted. He's going to go before a grand jury to get indicted. I think they're picking on him because he's probably the weakest of all the people that are involved in this big conspiracy. And the conspiracy is so big that this could actually be major problems for Obama himself, because he was directly involved. This is where the main thing that they're looking at, although it's not the only thing, is that back in 2016 they spied on the Trump campaign because they were worried about him winning, and of course he did. But afterwards they were trying to make a narrative that the Russians had kind of interfered with the election, and that's why Trump had won, because he was doing some sort of deal with Russia. It's all that servers in Trump Towers bullshit they came out with, but what we found was that the actual security report said that there wasn't any collusion, and they all agreed there was no collusion. But then the next morning they changed the narrative immediately and said no, we're going to issue a statement to say there was. And so they went with there was, even though there wasn't, and basically knowing that it would create a shitstorm, which meant that Donald Trump's first term as president was pretty much overshadowed by the rumours that went on for years. It's the Russiagate hoax. It's been debunked, and obviously he got through it and got around it, but for 3 years, obviously we don't know what he could have done without that hanging over his head, without having to put some of his resources towards staving that off. So Comey being arrested yesterday is a very good thing. He's been indicted, that's it, he's going to go. And I think they picked on him because he's weak and he'll grass on the rest of them. And once he starts telling the tales to keep himself out of prison, who knows who's going to hit the decks. I mean, they're all in trouble. Hopefully people like Adam Schiff will go, because he's a complete and utter arse, isn't he? Anyway, that's a bit of US news.